was feeling hopeless, I was feeling broken, couldn't see where I was going, almost fell apart. That is when I found you, you could see right through me, pull me from the darkness, save me from the start. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am. I follow the voices in my heart, I feel you're always here by my side. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are glorious. I'm all in this time, all in this time. On top of the world, let's save every moment. Nothing can break us apart, let us show. 춤을 추면 오래 do whatever I like, because I have you right by my side. I know that you are. 이전엔 내가 아냐, 난 돌아가지 않아. 공허했었던 그 수많은 밤을 말이야. 아무도 없던 내게 따스히 다가와준 그 모든 의미를 난 잊지 않아. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am. I follow the voices in my heart, I feel you're always here by my side. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are glorious. I'm all in this time, all in this time. On top of the world, let's save every moment. Nothing can break us apart, let us show. 춤을 추면 오래 do whatever I like, because I have you right by my side. All ups and downs I've been through, everything just makes sense with you. No, nothing's impossible, I feel unstoppable. You're the light, the light of my life. I'm all in this time. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are
Time for me to stream and finish what I started. Last stream I was working on this piece, so I need to finish it. I think I did the right time, I'm pretty sure. It is the 3rd. Yeah. Don't usually... I didn't do it for like the last week, like I didn't do Wednesday, but Tuesday I kind of had like a test to do and I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel. So let's see if I can get to it. I don't need the tablet actually for this. Might as well finish. Hi Helsing. I know you're restless because you're hungry, but Mom will be back soon. Surely she won't stay for like too long. Wiggly squiggly. I was considering not streaming as well, just because I am super tired. This idiot over here decided to go to bed at 5 in the morning. Wake up at 10. Whoops. Hi, Jen. Why are both cats in here? Hoping to do this today. Like, get that done. Sent on its merry way, because it was requested to be finished, so I might as well heed to it. Actually, I could just take these that are white parts and change them to white. And then we do this, and we change it to the white color. Makes it a little easier. White parts. There we go. And then I'll just take this, and do that immediately, and then group that as like silhouette. Why are you two sharking me? I need you to not do that. I'm working. Hello, Kite. How's it going? Hello, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Is your comic doing good? Haven't seen much post lately. Kite says, hey, yeah, been a bit. I'm surviving you. Fair. I'm surviving off of 4 hours of sleep. I went to bed at 5 in the morning, like a dingus, and then I was like, oh, my body wakes up at 10 naturally. Yay! Okay, says, I haven't gotten to touch the comic in a while, I'm afraid. Yeah, I know that feeling completely, considering I have a comic that's been on a hiatus for like a couple of years, and that's because I also was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it into a game. I think that's just like the way for me to go, so I can like, you know, do that instead, but it kind of requires me to like 3D model characters and whatnot, and that has been a Herculean task to learn. Well, I've been learning to drive, so I've also been like preoccupied with that. Okay, says, oh lord, yeah. I was busy talking with my boyfriend last night. I'm not blaming him for it. I could have gone to bed at any time. But he's soon coming over and I'm excited. I'm like, oh. Okay, it says, yeah, 3D modeling is a hurdle. It's very satisfying though. Yeah, it is. It's so satisfying to be doing the characters and whatnot and seeing them come to life, essentially. It's cool. I want to like get back into it because I started doing it. It's not like I haven't done it. I made like a bust of a character and it was just fantastic to see. Hello, Sammy. Welcome to the stream. I know it's like not usually like on Wednesdays, but my schedule is just very much so like based off of like events I'm doing throughout the month. but I thought it would be nice that I, like, you know, did say it in advance, like a few days before, or like the what's it called? I put it up like the last day of May when I was gonna like stream and whatnot, because the first 2 days I had like driver's lesson, and then my driver's test for the practical part, which I made it. I did it. I can now drive legally. I'm allowed. So I'm so happy about that. It turns out that when I have to, like, when I'm driving, I get nervous. At least like when it's like someone I don't really like know that's in my car, or like in the car with me. And especially when you're being judged at the same time. So what I had to do was essentially sit and narrate myself, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna shift gear, I'm gonna like turn down like the speed, need to check for like bicycles, check for bicycles again, just to make sure that they're not there when I'm turning. I was doing that, and that was way better because like I know how to drive just fine. I just need to sit and narrate. Like, I'm doing essentially the same thing as I'm doing when I'm live streaming, and that is really funny. It's like I'm distracting myself from being nervous in order to like concentrate on doing the actual thing I need to do when I'm driving. Sammy says 3D modeling is easy. Make something, have it not work and not look right. Can't figure out my why despite trying so many things. Cry, repeat. I'm sure it's fine. Like, I'm sure that you do get it eventually. Like, the first few models might be like a little of a mess, but you might find like the workflow eventually, right? Like, I was thinking of making like sculptures to begin with, and something that doesn't need to be animated or anything like that. Just it has to be there, and that's it. And maybe get printed. That's my goal to like start out with, because then I can also get used to 3D modeling, and then after that fact, I will probably move over to making like versions that can be animated. If I'm smart, I would start doing that already with the first 3 models, probably, like that they can be animated, but I'm just not using them for that. I might do it, we shall see. But I just wanted to get the hurdle over with and done when it came to driving. Because that was nerve-wracking. Had been at it for like a little over half a year, and I felt so stuck. And then I got the right person to sit with me in the car, and she's like, I can see you've already been doing this 4 times. What can I do to help make you not feel nervous? And I'm like, I think I just need to like sit and talk, and that's easing my mind more, that I'm not just sitting here in silence, because that's just nerve-wracking. Hello, Senrio, welcome to the stream. How's it going for everyone, by the way? Like, I know Kai said that surviving. We all are. We're trying our best. Oh. Huh? I thought it was like whole shape here, but I guess not. Now it is. Sometimes it sounds like that they're saying vitamins in Danish. Vitamina? That's in the music, by the way. Senator says, I finally got Arceus. Yeah! Congrats on that! How hard was, what was the name? Enamorous. Because I'm pretty sure you had to get Enamorous before you could get Arceus, or am I mistaking? Sammy says, really annoying. Yeah, the area it is in is tedious, to say the least. And then it being so much faster than you, it's just ridiculous. 0 out of 10. I hate Enamorous for that reason. Like, the design, it's fine, I guess. Like, it fits with the other ones to a degree, I suppose. But, nah. There says I die so often from random strays. That's what I mean. Like, it's like in such an annoying area because it's so hostile. Like all the other like Irusas or whatever, they're fine. They're easy enough to get to because there's not as many like hostile creatures. But when it comes to an Amorous, they just decided violence, the game developers. They were like, yeah, you know what? Let's not make it easy. Let's make the lady like the hardest, which is fine, I suppose. But at the same time, it's like, there's something about it being hard, but it shouldn't feel impossible because, like, oh my god, like, the way that I did it, I went from above, dove down, and then threw the ball. That's my method. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this because, like, for some reason, I just can't get close enough because there's too many things in the area to, like, you know, avoid. That I was like, no. Let me just dive bomb it. It worked eventually, but it was just still like, 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Did it? Why is that one looking so weird? Did I not touch it? Touching it now? No, not like that. Like, come on. But yeah, I'm excited to like finish this piece. I'm excited that I got my driver's license and now I can drive. I'm excited about a lot of things because now I can, like, you know, learn new things because I felt like I couldn't start learning new things when I had what's it called? The driver's license going on. So, you know, getting better. And Wild Impidimp. Okay, catch. Sammy says, I feel like I'm deciding to make my fursuit feet paws have the ability to tiptoe is gonna lead to me being in so much pain. Yes, that's why I was like mentioning you can make it so that you're, you know, just walking normally. A lot of people actually do that, and then they add padding in order to make it look like that they're digigrade. So reconsider maybe and like you know, just make the proportions maybe a little more cartoonish in order to save your feet, essentially. And then maybe another time you can make like other feet paws that are like, you know, on the tiptoe. Like, it's up to you. You could have multiple feet paws. Since you do make them yourself anyways, like you have that luxury, you can actually make whatever you want, like however many you want of them. Senator says, also I found a funny vid that perfectly sums up Legends Arceus and CA. It just posted it at the Discord for anyone want to see it. I shall see. I can't watch it, but I will watch it later. I feel like already from seeing just the photo, I'm like, yeah. So I got one of the kobolds done. Now we just need to do all the other ones. 5 more. My blackberries, I forgot them. Hold on. I'll read what people say. Sammy says, no, I mean I want joints in the feet, and Skilla use plantigrade. What do you mean with that? Cube CBS. Who are you and why are you on my screen? I have no idea why I'm on your screen. I'm a furry, LGBTQA+ member, I guess, I suppose. I draw art. If you're interested in any of those things, I might pop up on your screen. But My name is Remy. Hello and welcome to the stream. What would you like me to call you by? Like whether it's name, pronouns. I'll try and remember because I do that with everyone. I try to be polite and like respect people's pronouns and their preference in like what name they want to be called. And even when they change it as well, like along the way, because I know Hilp goes by Casey now, so I try and do that. Cube says, hold on, let me think of something really long and complicated for no reason. Now that's just being mean now, isn't it? But I will try and do my best, but it's just, if I do forget what to call you, more than welcome to, like, correct me. I'll try my best. English is not my first language, by the way. It's Danish that's my first language. Senria says, complicated. That's just me on a Wednesday. Ah, yes. The Wednesday. Brain sound complicatedness. I forgot my black mirrors. Hold on a moment. I return with my black mirrors. Cube says, call me Cube, and do not give me any sort of power. What do you mean with that? Like, why? You have the power to be yourself. Like, I don't know what sort of power you were thinking could be bestowed upon you. But, you know. Henry says, crumbs? 7% crumbs, that's very low today. Sammy says, crumbs as well, and 73%. Ooh. Also, that feature is also there on Twitch, by the way. So, Cube, if you want to, like, try that out, feel free. Sammy goes, yay, and Senria says, spare crumbs, people. Aw. Let me see what my crumbage is, and then I can probably spare you some crumbs. Let's see if it wants to give me any. 90, like, well, 59%, that's pretty good. I can spare crumbs. Cube says, being Danish means explains why you're here. My algorithm has Swedes, Norwegians, and Finnish, and I'm all for it. Ah, fair. Also 25%, not bad. we can get Senria up in Crummage here. Cube says I'm not crummy enough. Maybe another day you will be more crummy. It's because I go by Emo Cookie, right? Like, that's my artist name. So I thought it would be fun, like, see how many crumbs people are. Q says, I'm not longed for this crumb life. You're fine, you're fine. Someone has gotten, like, what? Like a 1% at one point? I think there was also someone that got, like, a 0 at one point. You're fine. Could be worse, could be worse. But yeah, like, it's probably, like, the Danish part. Like, I do tag myself as, like, Danish because that's what I am. Even if I don't sound Danish, then suddenly, like, I say a word that's in Danish and people are like, what? What did you... Huh? So yeah. It be that way. Okay, I'm just gonna, like, not have that for a moment. I did not flesh out the hand at all. I guess I'll just roll with it. I can do that. It's fine. This is fine. And then we have the tail. It is a trust the process. Let me see here. Sammy says I got 1% for like four streams. I got 1% like 4 streams ago. Yeah, that's true. Cube says maybe I can crumb if I try hard enough. I like that you got like the same number. Nothing changed. I'm forever 25 crumb. It should be random, but that is like amazing that you managed to get like 25 twice in a row even. Love me some blackberry. So tasty. I guess I'll just have that tail tip be like separate. Well then. Past me at least like figure that out. This is because like the reason I'm making it the way that I am is because I need to make this for a dice tray that has like 2 colors essentially. So that's why everything is like, you know, taking that into account. Because otherwise I'll have issues. What is going on with this line? Why is it not the color? It's supposed to be that, but I don't know what's going on. Why is it not black? Oh. No. Oh, it's set to 10. Why is it set to 10? That's why. I was like so confused why I couldn't see the line properly. Keep says, I'm traveling to a new country like every year if I can in Europe. Got any cool places in Denmark? There's a lot of like cool places to go. It depends on like what you're interested in. If it's like hiking, like there is technically like a really tall like spiral tower you could go to. It should be like the tallest in the world, it says, but you know. But if you're more into museums, there's a lot of museums in Copenhagen. There's also the zoo in Copenhagen and aquarium. The Blue Planet is what it's called, or in Danish, the Blå Planet. So if you're interested in that, there's that to consider. You do have to get tickets in advance before showing up, because of it being so popular. Apparently you have to do that. You can't buy it at the counter. Keep says, don't worry, my country also suffers from flat countryness. Yeah, that's why we build the spiral tower, just to compensate for that. Like, you know, the fact that even a manga artist at one point made a story that was supposed to take place in Denmark, but there was just like a ton of mountains in the background, and everyone's like, Denmark doesn't have any mountains. And the artist was like, I am so sorry. I'm like laughing at the fact that they made a public apology for that. It's like, I think we just had a chuckle, if anything. It's like, we don't have any mountains, my dude. That was so funny. Let's see here. Keep says, I love museums, history nerd. Yeah, like then Copenhagen would probably be like the best option for museums. If it's like H.C. Andersen museum that you want to go to, the one with like the little ugly duckling story and the Little Mermaid, then you would have to go to Odense, because that's where he was born. So that's where you could go and see that if you like. Keep says, we have mountains taller than a toddler. We made our own mountain, and I'm like, it's just a glorified hill. Like, a mountain kind of requires for, like, you know, the plates of the earth to, like, make the mountain, not like that they're man-made, but okay. You can call it a mountain, I suppose, just because technically it's over 800 meters. Glorified hill. Sammy says, you have sharks? No, I don't think in the... actually, I think maybe, like, smaller ones. I do think we have sharks in the aquarium, for sure. The more I think about it. Because I was there once. I might go there a second time here in summer because depending on the weather, we're gonna go to the museum in Copenhagen where it's about like the excuse me, the past and the present art. So it's two women that make art. One is a photographer and the other is just a very colorful artist, and they will be contrasting one another in that museum currently. That's what's going on in the museum. So after that, we were thinking like either we go to the zoo that's in Copenhagen, or if it's rainy, we would go to the aquarium because like that's mostly indoors. Cube says it's a personality that matters, not the size of the mountain. Yeah, but it also is like the definition. I think that you have to like that. Technically speaking, a mountain is only created when like the plates of the earth moved on its own. I'm pretty sure that's like the thing. But you know, let's just make one, you know, like build a mountain. Yeah, it's like Build-A-Bear. That's how it works, right? That's like my thing that I'm like, you know, is it really a mountain then? You know, if you build it yourself? Like, it doesn't feel right to me. A Tink-a-Tink. I'm sure I have a great ball. Cube says, let a country dream. Yes. I suppose I can let it dream for now. It's just funny because like I did go to a mountain in Canada to hike with a few friends, and holy moly, I was not prepared. As a person that's mostly sedentary with like the work that he does, that was a lot. Went to Banff. It was beautiful, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. Would recommend if you ever go. Just be prepared. Bring snacks, bring things to drink, granola bars, like anything to like, you know, keep you afloat. Because you're gonna need it. Let's see here. Sammy says, why does Denmark want a mountain that bad, bro? I have no idea. I don't really know. It just kind of happened. As to why, I have no idea. I think they just feel left out because all the other Scandinavian countries have mountains, and we're just sitting here like we don't have any mountains. Cube says, to show off. Yeah. Want to be part of it. Why is it vibrating? Pokey goes, no. Stop it. I'm working. Senri says, because why the hell not? Yeah. The space, if anything. We just want to be part of it. We just want to have cool mountains too. It's like every country has like some sort of obsession that they just love. Like South Korea loves cheese. They have a whole theme park with cheese. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I guess Denmark just wants a mountain. Like, no, don't settle for anything achievable, like, you know, making cheese products. No, whole mountain. Sam says Denmark trying to fit in. Yeah, essentially trying to fit in. Like everyone else wants to. It's a natural human thing to do. That makes me sound so alien when you say that. That sort of sentence is so alien sounding. But it's true. Cube says, my favorite thing is a European country's beef. I know a Norwegian man who says Denmark isn't a real Nordic country. Uh-huh, sure. Like, I'm pretty sure that we owned them at one point, so I don't know. Like, just saying, we did. There's a reason why the Vikings were called the Danes. They weren't called the Norwegians. But what do I know? It's like one thing that I'm sitting over here with like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because for some reason they decided like, yeah, take the boat from Norway to England. No, Denmark is closer. What are you on? Like, genuinely. Like, I know that you're Americans who are making this game, or like, if it's French people, they would know. But this is like clearly like Americans not understanding that, you know, geography. Denmark is closer. We can literally swim there if we want to. Like, not even needing a boat, you know? Why would you go from Norway to England? It just doesn't make sense. Cube says, love the competition that goes on. Ad. All I know is the ad was a Roman fighting... What's a Roman fighting mix? What? What kind of ad did you get? Roman fighting mech? Also, how much did you hear? I can repeat as much as I can remember. Cube says, all I got was my parts. Ah, okay. Okay, so I think it's funny because, like, one thing that I found strange with Valhalla, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, is they call them the Danes, the Vikings. And that's also, like, the thing. We kind of owned Norway. There was a reason why they were called the Danes and not the Norwegians. But I was just finding it so funny with, like, Valhalla of Assassin's Creed, because like you're traveling from Norway to England, but like Norway is further away, like much further away from England than Denmark is. You can literally swim from Denmark to England. I think it's actually like a sport that some people do yearly. So it's like, yeah, why would you make the game so that you're traveling from like the furthest point you could? That's very American of you to, like, do that. Because it's clear it's not the French people that did it, because, like, they would get their facts straight. At the very least, because, like, they live so close to Denmark. Oh, Sammy says I got to go see ya. Yeah, see ya. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Cube says, no, Sammy. Well, it'd be what it be. Like, I always tell people that they don't have to stick around if they have things to do. I'm not above everyone else or something. I am grateful when you decide to stay and have a good time. I'm glad. Let me see here. Cube says, are you on about the tiny islands? Because mainland Denmark is as far as Norway. No. I'm pretty sure we have... Let me just see here. Yeah, it's just... I'm pretty sure that people do that. Maybe it's one of the tiny islands. I just know there was, like, something. Point being, like, I do still find it weird that they picked Norway out of the countries. I'm, like, sitting there, like, Norway. Why not Denmark? That just doesn't make sense to me. But they do what they do.
Don't try to fight me. You better run.
Let's see here. Where were we at? Senator also said bye-bye to Sammy. Cube says, Michael, don't leave me here. Wait, what? Michael? Cube says, if anything, mainland Norway is closer. Yes and no. It's just, I just find it weird to, like, pick, like, you know, Norway to go to London, for example. Like, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I don't think that they're closer by any means. Like, when they're going specifically to London, that's when I'm like, okay, like, London is so far down, why would you go from all the way up from Norway to there? Cube says Norway has the mountains, they won't the bigger mountain the bigger mountain cons as well. I mean, like, they do have the mountains, right? So no argument there, like, they have mountains. But it just doesn't make sense, like, to call the characters the Danes and then they're going to Norway. I have this is fine. This is fine. Like, I can work with this because, like, the arm is a little. It's like there, and I need there to be some gaps here. Well, not there actually. I want the gap to be somewhere here. It's just because, like, the arm is, like, slimmer. So something like that, but not that slim. Sure, like, the black line here is still gonna, like, make it, like, completely black. It's fine. It's fine. Keeps us with 1. I can't spell so good. That's okay. Me neither. Like, whenever people do abbreviations and stuff like that, I'm just like, what does that stand for? I forget. I forget, or I've never heard of it before. Actually, let me fix that one. Because, like, it's not supposed to be that. Well, I guess I can't really avoid it now, can I? The whole thing of, like, you know, working with 2 colors, this is what you get. You only get 2 colors. Work with it. I'm like, okay. I do also, like, make a lot of color stuff. It's not that I don't. It's just for the dice tray, because it's, like, leather with, like, gold on one layer and then, like, black on top. And then you have to laser away all the parts that you want in gold. It's like, ooh, there's a lot to this. Cube says, so where are you now? I'm actually in Denmark. I have been to Canada a few times. Sometimes my streams go bupkis because of the fact that I went to Canada for a month. My boyfriend lives there, so that's why. At some point soon, he won't be anymore. He'll live in Denmark. Nothing against Canada, it's just more so, like, we know more people in Europe than we do in Canada. So that's the only reason why we're picking that. Which I think is, like, a valid reason. When you have, like, most of your friends are in Europe, you might as well live in Europe so you can visit them a little easier. Keep says, how's the English in Denmark? Asking it so I know for future. Actually, pretty good. Like, it's mandatory to learn. Like you get no say in it. Like you have a second language, and that second language is English. Like there is German as well that we can learn, or French or Spanish. Like depending on the school, like whether or not they have a teacher for it. But when it comes to English, every school will have English as like a topic, so you don't have to really worry about that. Like maybe with like some older people that may not have gone out of country a whole lot, they might not know English that well, but most people do. Cube says, "Why do I sound nefarious asking that?" I don't know, like because you might visit Denmark. It's good to know whether or not the country can speak the language that you have available to you. Like, I get that. Me going to Japan and being like, I'm so sorry, I don't speak Japanese, and and every time they just look to me to like answer in Japanese, because like I may be Danish, but the way I look, I am Asian. No one thinks of me as like a Dane when they see me, because they keep asking me where I'm from, and I'm like, I'm from Denmark. I have been born and raised here, I swear. But yeah, like then when I go to Japan, like the Japanese are like expecting me to speak in Japanese. It's a trouble. So it's really funny when my white boyfriend starts speaking in Japanese to them. It's like, yep. Nailed it. Cube says, I always learn how to say I don't speak blank in their language. Yeah, you can learn that. It shouldn't be that hard. Jeg taler ikke dansk. That's how you say it. That you don't speak Danish. If you want to be, you know, like also say sorry, I don't speak Danish, then you can also go with like undskyld, jeg taler ikke dansk. Cube says, you sounded like you were about to beatbox. Beatbox? Yeah, no, I don't have the musical talent. I have a friend that does, but not me. I'm an artist of a different kind. The visual medium kind. Did I want to learn music? Yeah, sure I did. I played the bass for a little bit there. Not bass, because that's a fish. But yeah, I played the bass for a bit there. I only really played like the Last Christmas, I Gave You My Heart song, and that was about it for like school. But it was pretty fun. I was glad I didn't have to sing solo like the other guy. I was like, yeah, no. Not for me. I don't want all that attention. I say and then I live stream now. I guess that's a little hypocritical, I guess. It keeps saying, fish. Speaking of fish. Yes, fish. I love salmon. Salmon's like tasty. I have salmon in the fridge. Ah, it's gonna be great lunch. Cube says, I love catching flounders. I think it's flounders in English. In the dead of night, in winter, freezing my ass off. Oh, that's not obvious at all. Like, you know, just someone sitting out there, like, fishing. But no, like, it does seem peaceful to, like, be fishing. For one thing, I play a lot of farming games, and I love, like, all the aspects of, like, you know, fishing, farming, and stuff. Like, all those peaceful little things. I want to make my own farming game with creature collecting. I'm actively working towards it, like, by making the creatures first, because I want to, like, make the world revolve around like the creatures, that it makes sense that the creatures are here, because That's one thing that I don't like with Pokemon. I want Pokemon to kind of make sense in the world, that they blend in and not stick out like a sore thumb. But that's just like my preferences, so I'm gonna make the food that I want to see. It's gonna be a long journey, but I think it'll be worth it once I actually do make it. It's just gonna take a bit to like learn coding and stuff like that. I do have some friends that know how to code, so they can like help me. Cube says, I went fishing with the entire family not long ago, and my father's rod was yanked into the water. I can imagine like the fish are full of muscles. Like it makes sense that it would just like yoink. Keep says, God darn it. I was assuming like it was maybe like an applicable word for it. That it was like yanked into the water. Keep says it was seaweed, not fish. Oh, that's unfortunate. Seaweed is like one thing that I'm like, when you're in the water and there's like a ton of seaweed around, it's spooky. Then it's like, I can't see what's beneath me. This is a big ocean. What do I do? Like, granted, like, I don't have to worry as much in Denmark. Like, our coasts are pretty safe when it comes to, like, wildlife. Because at most you're gonna find, like, a... What are they called again? Jellyfish. We call them Venment in Danish, which is, like, water man. But, yeah, we have, like, jellyfish, and those jellyfish... Some of them will burn you, I guess, but like that's about it. Most of them won't. Keep says this happened after the tip of his rod snapped and everyone was laughing their ass off. Understandable if you lose your rod to like seaweed. It's kind of funny. I forgot the nostril. Also, don't worry, I will fix those lines. This is what I mean with, like, trust the process of this. Like, when it's vector art, it's just easier to just put them down and then fix them afterwards. Like, I think the only time I've done anything remotely fishing is when we put nets out for, like, crabs when I was a kid, but that's about it. We did also try and fish, like where we actually had a fishing rod and stuff, but nothing was biting, so we were just sitting there like staring. Cube says, ah, did that scare you? Wait, what? What should have scared me? I mean, you won't find me playing horror games, really, because it's... I go like a goat, and I don't move. Funny, because like I made my first one to be a cat, but I guess I'm a scaredy cat, too. Cube says, anywho. Anywho, what? Oh yeah, I made my own like model as well, the one that's bobbing inside there. Some people wonder when they first come in. It's like, did they make that or what? I'm like, yeah. Cube says, hold on, I didn't think that far. To be fair, I'm a yapper, so I talk a lot, and I try to keep up with the conversation in chat as much as possible, while also doing the work. Because that's why I started streaming, so I could actually sit down and do the work. But also, like, when people are in here, I feel like I'm being held accountable to, like, actually do some work. Cube says, I too have a PhD in yapology. I didn't know you could get a PhD in it. I guess I should get one so I get certified. Certified yapper. That's how I got through my driver's license, the practical test. I had to yap the entire time in order for me to, like, actually do the things I needed to do. I didn't know I was allowed to, like, sit and just yap away, but I was told, you're actually allowed to do that. I'm like, oh, now this changes things. Now I can concentrate much better. Which is, like, so absurd. But here we are. It worked. I'm assuming these are, like, that's this last one with the shaky bits, so I won't be having to do this, like... There we go. I'm also gonna learn how to make videos. Yay! Now that I don't have, like, things looming over my head with tests, I can sit down and do it. Cube says, sorry, I got distracted by hexagonal France. Oh, fair enough. It's all good, it's all good. You're talking to a person that has, like, ADHD of some kind that he has not gotten diagnosed yet, because ADHD be a binge. Because it's like, oh yeah, I should do that. I should call my doctor or, like, find a psychologist that can, like, give me the diagnose. Do I do it? No, I forget. And then when I remember, it's, like, too late to call any. I'm like, yay. I forgot again. Woohoo! Senrio says, also, I'm considering buying Planet Coaster 2, not to build a fun and cool theme park, but instead lure and throw the masses into a ditch for funsies. You could do that. Like, when I played, like, Sims 4, I don't do that anymore, really, but when I was playing it, I was using it to, like, make some hobbies for my characters and whatnot, like, because they would just pick up hobbies on their own. Which made it great, because then it's like, yeah, I can see them do that, or no, I can't see them do that, actually, like, let's stop that. But it's a great way to, like, build a character. By testing it out and, like, seeing if you could see that with the character. Cube says, yay, mass murder. What? Oh, yeah. A Blackberry. Yeah. I think I played, like, one of those amusement parks tycoons things, and I found it so hilarious with the inspector saying, the peeps! Every time, like, the peeps want toilets! And I'm just like, love that slang, the peeps. Senator says, yay, my favorite pastime. Good lordy, what a pastime to have. I have a character that has that for a pastime, mass murdering, but he's not a good person by any means. He's not gonna be portrayed as a good person at any point. He's just straight up a villain. Because I kind of need villains for my stories, otherwise, like, what's the point? Not every villain has to be redeemable. I think that's a fair assessment to have, like, that some people are just not redeemable. Cube says, if you need help with anything code-wise, don't ask me, I have no clue. I wasn't gonna ask you. Like, I have, like, a few friends who know how to code and have offered to help with my coding in video games and whatnot, in exchange for me to, like, help them with, like, the graphical parts for their games. And I'm like, you know what? Equal exchange, honestly. I don't mind doing that. I think that's only fair, like some sort of like compensation for like their work. So yeah, like we'll see about it. Which reminds me, I should draw Gomamon play with like ships, cargo ships. That was what I was also like asked to do. They just wanted art of like one of their favorite Digimon doing like a silly little thing. I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do that. This is fine. That's what I also do for like exchange sometimes with them. Like, can you code me a website? Yeah. Can you draw this? I'm like, sure. Let me see here. Snowflake the Seal, hello and welcome to the stream. How you doing? And what would you like me to call you? Like name, pronoun? Have at it. Tell me and I'll try and remember. I try to do that with everyone. Cube says, I wanted to make a game too, but I suffer from ADHD or something, and I leave it for the next day, and the next day after, and then the day after that. You see, I have ADHD. I have like 11 games in mind or more. I forget how many I actually have. I think it is like 11, 16, but like, I say 16 loosely because like 6 of them are sequels to one of the games. So, you know, what I do is I jump between like the projects. Like I draw a little bit here, then I draw on that other one, and then like, you know, I write a little bit on the story, things like that. So it's like the pieces are slowly coming together, but then it's like you're not what's it called, losing that motivation for your game because like you're working on another game that you also love. But then once you get tired of working on it, like you can just change to another one. Granted, there's the thought process of like you should just concentrate on one game and then finish that. I get that. That works for most people, but I'm not most people. I have ADHD. I need to work with it when I'm unmedicated. Do I wish I was medicated? Yeah. Can I get the medication? No. Because there's not enough psychologists, so yay. Or like people that can diagnose me with it. Compared to like how many patients there are. Then see here. The Senria says, hey Snowflake. Yes. More people, new people as well. Like, I'm a little surprised, because I'm just doing it on a Wednesday instead of, like, Tuesday. I think that one's pretty much done, so we can, like, do this. Oh, maybe not that first. Let's... No, actually, I forgot this one. Almost got me. Keep says... What if we use our 2 brain cells to make a pile of poo? Oh my god. I mean, you can make, like, you know, shitty little games to begin with. That's also, like, an option to, like, practice. Because, like, I have a game that I want to, like, you know, use for practice. And that's, like, a short little game, short to the point. You play as a dragon, and you gotta do specific things, and that's it. Like, nothing much, like, just gonna be like a 10 level kind of thing at most. I don't want it to be more than that, because that's when it creeps up into becoming too much. And then I will be in trouble, because then it's like, oh, now I have to make a whole thing again, and, you know, make lore. Do I got time for that? No. I sure don't. Actually, this one needed to be white as well. Whoops. The reason why is because I need to cut. So I'm just gonna do that real quick with this. And then... I know it's a little destructive, but it's okay. Like, that's just a minor thing. And then I can take all the other pieces and do that. And then group. Ta-da! And the kobold is essentially done. Let me see here. Q says, bro, is a Pokeball less? Oh no! I didn't have any Pokeballs? No, it's... When I say Poke Catch, it's uses my Pokeballs, but like, it would tell me if I didn't have any. Q says, I really wanted to make a duck-based fishing game. That sounds cute! Like, yeah, do that! No, the ads, they came back. Let's make another layer. And then it's a D10 that they're holding. Cube. Purgatory, yeah. It, like, I tried to not have it be like a problem, but you know, they're just gonna instill more ads if I don't like have a certain amount, right? So I'm trying my best here to make sure that there's not too many ads by just taking what they recommend, and then they're not gonna, like, you know, put their hands in it and make it more. Cube says, I'm alive. Yeah, well, I don't think that there's like a lot of ads on my end, because of the fact that I'm such a tiny little streamer when it comes to it. Like, have I even reached like 100? I don't know, like, of followers. Let me just have a look. I like that I could hear myself for a moment there. Yeah, I'm not even there. So I think that's why, like, I don't really get a whole bunch of ads, so like, don't worry too much. Like, sometimes they'll arrive, but like, it's not a lot compared to like other people. Like, I can imagine a lot of other people have it. Cube says, you will be there in 2 followers. Oh, thank you for following! Thank you so much, Cube. Slowly I'll get there, but I'm in it for making games and art here. But thank you so much for following. I hope to see you in more streams as well. I will also stream tomorrow around the same time. My schedule isn't on Twitch because I don't like the whole, like, putting a weekly thing of like, oh yeah, like, it
knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't, by subtracting where it is from where it isn't, or where it isn't from where it is, whichever is greater. It obtains a difference or deviation.
that sounded like so much gibberish, but it's like funny to like hear Shadow the Hedgehog say that. Oh, that was great. Thank you. I don't know how to respond to that with the missile. But yes, thank you so much for following. I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying that I don't like the whole week thing, like, because for some reason Twitch has it in their head that you can stream every time, like, the same day of the week, and I'm like, I actually can't. My weeks are a little weird sometimes. Like, oh, I go out to meet with friends, or I go to conventions and sell there, and things like that. Like, it messes with it, and then I'm out of country for a month, maybe, depending on if my boyfriend can have me for a month. So that's why I, like, make a schedule and post it everywhere. Cube says, I will busy for the whole week. I won't be able to stop by. That's okay, don't worry. Actually, like, I have a Discord as well. Hold on. I think this should work. Yeah, I have a Discord server, and that's where I post like a monthly schedule, because I think it's just nicer for people to like know in advance, like way in advance, whether or not I will be streaming and how much I will be streaming throughout the month. Because it is so fragmented from time to time, because either I'm out of country or out of town, or I have like arrangements with the doctor. I feel like having a weekly schedule, like as if it's a job, I know it's a job for a lot of people with like live streaming, but I wish there was like a little more flexibility when it came to putting in that schedule on Twitch. But since I can't, I just make like a little schedule of my own. That's how I work around it, because otherwise I just can't. Because not everyone's schedules are the same, I would say, and I'm also like trying out and figuring out like whether or not people are online to see things, because like a lot of people do enjoy like joining in for creative purposes. Okay, how do I get around this? Okay, because like other people are also creative, and then they sit and draw with me. And it's so nice to, like, you know, have other creatives in chat that are just vibing. And even if you're not creative, that's also good. But, you know, you can always, like, watch other people be creative and appreciate it. Like, sometimes I'm not feeling creative and I just sit and do that. Watch people, like, flourish and make their food that they want to see in the world. And I'm like, yeah! But then I get motivated to do my own thing. Also, you were gonna do a duck game, a duck fishing game. Are you gonna like do that at some point? Because like you could. I'm pretty sure that should be possible. Like, it sounds like a cute game. Unless, are you trying to make like a cozy game where it's like, you know, with horror themes? Keeps us like a distracted and zoned out. That's okay. I get it. Cube says, I'm back. Hello, what happened? I was asking if your duck fishing game was going to be like a cozy game, or if it was going to be a, what's it called? A horror-ish game. Like, you know, cozy game, but then it turns into horror. Because some people do that. I will say that's not my favorite thing, like, at least if they're not, like, you know, upfront about it, that there is, like, something nefarious gonna happen, or, you know, anything of the sort. Like, I feel like you kind of need to, like, let people know that. Because not everyone's into cozy, but with a horror twist game. But that's just me, I guess. Because I'd like my cozy games to be cozy. I do like them having friction, though. Like, I don't necessarily get along with every single character, because that's normal. That's how real life is. Like, you won't be getting along with every single character because they have their differing opinions. Keeps us a cozy game, tiny bit of strat and depth. The biggest issue for me right now is learning the engine, music, SFX art, and story. I can do, and story I can do. I'm pretty sure. Like, story should be fine. Like, you don't have to have a lot of story in order to have a good game. Like, if you want to just have concentrate on like a satisfying gameplay loop, for example, like that's not an issue to then not have a story for it. When it comes to music, I have no idea how to make it. I was considering getting a course in it, but then I was like, oh, I have a friend that actually can make music. There are also like options for music out there where you can, like, you know, license it, or royalty-free music out there. I'm sure they have like their own thing of like whether or not you have to like credit them. Usually you have to credit people, regardless. But the way, like, it depends on what way they want to be credited and stuff, but that's an option, like placeholder music, till you can, like, you know, figure it out. As long as you disclose that this is not your music, I think most people are fine, like, with that. Let's see here. Cube says, just the engine and coding learning is the only thing. I am lonely. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. When it comes to like coding, there is something called GameDev.tv that I use to learn how to make 3D models, but they also can teach you how to do coding as well. They also have, like, for music too, like a little bit in there, like courses for that. I'm not sponsored or affiliated by any means. I just was recommended that by, like, a friend that does coding himself, and I've seen his work. He can code. He can make some really. He has made a lot of games, like little games to game jams and whatnot. And I was like, oh, okay. So I followed his advice, and I actually really like having, like, a tutor. Like, sure, it costs a little bit of money. Like, they often have it on sale for like $30 or something for like 4 courses. So there's that. But I do recommend them because, like, I do like the fact that you can reach out to a human and get an answer, because, like, you paid for a course, like, they're gonna, like, help you along, and they also keep things updated if you're, for example, using Godot or Blender. Since those programs, they're free and they update quite frequently, they will update their tutorials and lessons to reflect that newest version that you are working with, because, like, most of the time you're going to end up downloading the newest version, so, you know, there's that. Rufus, hello and welcome to the stream. Lost my AirPods today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Cube says, what if I sell you my idea? I don't know, like, I haven't even made one game. Gotta remember that. Rufus says, either at school I go to once a week, or in the middle of the road because they fell out of my pocket somewhere. And those are the only 2 places they could have. Oh, I'm sorry. That really sucks. I don't know which place they would end up being at. Like, one can hope that maybe you've misplaced them in a pocket or something instead of, like, it having dropped out of the pocket. At least that's what I hope for your case. Cube says, but you can start now if you buy my course to learn how to breathe like a real Giga Chad. Only $500 a month. Rufus says, nope. I still hoped for your case that was going to be it. Also, those courses, they're one-time purchase. Like, you have a perpetual then course that you can just return to whenever you feel. It's not like you have to do it within, like, the month or something. I don't like those kind of courses. I would never recommend any course like that necessarily, because it's like, like, sometimes you just get busy. Like, I don't like that. That I am limited to this specific time to do things. It's like, nah. I want to be able to, like, put it down and, like, return to it in a month or more without having paid extra per month for it. So yeah, like, there's that to, like, think about. Like, that GameDev.tv at least is just, you bought the course, you have access to it perpetually, like, you're fine. I like that. That is, like, more my speed, because then I can, like, you know, take my time at it instead of feeling rushed. Because I know there's a ton of courses out there in the world of people that scam and whatnot. But, like, not with that one. That one's not a scam, because, like, I think even, like, they gave me some extra courses when they moved, and I'm like, they moved from one platform to another, or, like, they updated their website, but then I still kept my courses. I can still watch it on there website just fine, and then they added some courses into my library that I could just watch. I'm like, I'll take that. That is no complaint from my end. Like, yay, free courses! Rufus says that they were in my pocket and then they weren't. Oh, that sucks. Are you backtracking for them, or are you gonna like hope that they were at school? And maybe someone like picked it up and gave it to a teacher or something? Senri says, hey, I'm now on Twitch. Heck yeah, thank you! I like that it says that you're a first-time chatter, but I guess that's because like you haven't been on Twitch before, right? My Twitch channel actually has like little emojis too, like that. I'm still working on like filling them out. Just been busy, but you know, slowly getting there. I'm no professional, so therefore everything is like a little wonky and stuff. I'll get there eventually. With like the badges and whatnot, like I have no idea. I'm not often on Twitch. Funny, because I'm streaming there. But yeah. There's a lot on Twitch where I'm just sitting there like, I have no idea. Like, okay, I guess this is a thing. Let's see here. Rufus says I'm not getting those back. Oh.
A nuclear reactor meltdown has started in LEGO City. Start the emergency helicopters, throw Warren into the reactor and stop the disaster. The new nuclear reactor collection from LEGO City.
I love that. I mean, they are part of LEGO now too, because like they do have a LEGO set. Reactor. Oh, that's funny. Let's see here. Sarah says, I honestly haven't used my Twitch all that much, which fair. Like I think it like depends on people, like what they prefer of a platform. It's why I do stream on both, because it just makes it easier for anyone to like pick up and watch without like, you know, having to be like, oh, I need to make a Twitch channel in order to watch the person, or I need to go on YouTube and make a channel there, or like an account there. I'm like, nah, pick whatever one you want. I am fine with either. Let's see here. Rufus says either they fell onto the road in the rain when I had to stop in town, or some kid is gonna find them and take them because I won't be back there until next week, Wednesday. Yeah, that sucks. Like that's like the problem with like the little AirPods and stuff. Like they're just too tiny. Like I have problems with like the ones I got. I was like, okay, they're tiny. I will try my best to not lose them, but I feel very much so like that can happen at any given moment because of the size that they are. Like they can just slip out of a pocket so easily. My other problem is that I can't use those headphones for my my computer because they're, for some reason, like, oh yeah, you need to have an app, and we don't have like a desktop app version, so you can only really use it for your phone or tablet that can download apps. And I'm just sitting there like, but why though? Why would you do that? This is stupid. Why? Why must you be difficult? But maybe that's just me that wants to, like, you know, be able to use my headphones for, you know, multiple devices and not just one. Am I weird for that? Maybe. But I feel like it's a reasonable thing to want. I mean, like, it uses Bluetooth. Why can't I just use the Bluetooth to, like, connect it? But no. No, stop that. I want to have the arm. Yeah. Zoop. Cube says, oh, I'm so sorry. I Found new AirPods though for free. Would you believe it? Oh my god. Hello to Hot Stuff. What would you like me to call you? Did you just message a rat or a mouse in my chat? Is this because I'm a cat? Cube says, Walter, we have interlinked minds and streams, Walter. What? Cube, are you on my YouTube channel now, or... Because, like, that's the same thing. maybe, yeah. I was like, wait, what? You're writing the exact same thing. Rufus says, oh, like a little sobbing face. I'm so sorry. Like, it sucks losing something so expensive because it's so tiny. I hope that by any luck that you could get them back, but like you are probably right that there's probably that loss, and that is that. Just gonna fix this a little more, because I was like, who calls himself Hot Stuff on YouTube? I guess you do. Rufus says loss. Well, with your headphones or AirPods. Cube says, "Hey, because it's true." Fair. I don't have that kind of confidence. I have the confidence to live stream for some reason. I didn't in the beginning, by the way. But calling myself Hot Stuff, I could never. I can make very attractive personas and whatnot. Yeah, sure, but am I gonna call myself anything of the sort? Nah. Nah. I ain't that wild. Rufus says, I can't read that. For some reason, I can't read that. It just says I. Cube says, I'm the opposite. I got told to stream or do YouTube by multiple unrelated people, but never did it. But I can say I'm hot piece of stuff. Yeah. I mean, the only time I call myself, like, anything of the sort was when I was playing, like, Persona 2. I was just playing it for myself, really. Like, sure, I had my ex that was, like, watching me play it. Because I just found it the funniest thing that the first interaction you have in the game is, like, some person just being like, what, do you think you're some hot shit? And I'm like, just naming my character Hot Shit. And it's like, yeah, actually. I do believe that, because that's my name now. That's my kind of humor. Cube says my Discord name is oh shit. Because it's funny. Like, come on. It's just funny. So that's just like what I pick my character's name to be, like, every time that I play, like, any Persona game now is like, yeah, that's my name. If they'll allow me to put my name to be that, I will, because it's funny to have the characters around you just call you hot shit. But sometimes they only do, like, one part of it, because, like, oh, like, they will only call you by the last part, like the last name. So sometimes they just call me shit, and I'm like, yeah, I just have a big chuckle out of that. It's like, okay, I should have thought that through. I did not. Hello, Sins! Welcome to the stream! How you doing? Since it's crying, what's the context? I was playing Persona 2 at one point. Well, actually, the context is that Cube here calls himself Hot Stuff on YouTube. I say that I don't have the confidence for that. Only when I played Persona 2 by myself, and the first interaction you have there is essentially just telling you, what, do you think you're some hot shit? And I'm like, I haven't even named my character yet, so right afterwards, I get to name my character, and I call him hot shit. And then every character has to call me hot shit from there on out. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm hot shit. That's my name. Cube says, hey, how's it going, shit? Wait, this looks like I called Sins a shit. No, I would hope not. Since it's good, I survived all my classes. As you know, lol, Persona games, they're so fun, yet agonizing to name your characters. Yeah. Since that's because I'm bad at coming up with names. That's funny, because like I'm bad at names, but when it comes to like games where I'm just like, you know, messing around, it just comes to me at that point. I don't know why. Might need to like make a thing around here, because like the dice is gonna block for a lot. I can do that afterwards. It's fine. I don't think you have to worry. Like, I don't think that Sins is thinking that you call them shit. I think it was like, you know, in context to that sometimes like in Persona they will only call you your last name. So if you put your last name to be shit because like the first name is hot, then it's like, yeah, that was maybe not the smartest. But I think it's so funny. Like, hey, shit! And I'm like, oh. That was stupid of me, but it's also really funny. Let's see here. Cube says, anywho, Mr. Danish Den of the Markiplier, I got chickens to take care of and go. Good day and good night. Why Markiplier? Why do you mention Markiplier? Is it because I'm South Korean? I don't even think I told you that part. My boyfriend's also like German, so it's just like if we combined, we make Markiplier. But thank you so much for popping by in the stream. I hope you have a great day or night. It says, this design is so fun and creative. Sisyphus? No, not really. It's just more so like a dice tray, and like kobolds have like this thing of being enamored with dragons and like worshipping them. So this dragon is just like nonchalantly rolling the dice to like, you know, kind of bless the kobolds, and they're just ecstatic about it, taking each their own like little dice essentially with them. So I thought it would be fun to like have them be like, you know, struggling a little bit if it's like one of the bigger dice. Since it's, oh, Rufus says Sisyphus? TJOS? Since it's, I don't know, like pushing rocks. Yeah, like Sisyphus, like Sisyphus is stone, like you're pushing the rock up the hill. But I can see where you could get to that conclusion. Rufus says T. Wait, what? T? Since that's all I could see. Yeah, no worries. Like that's why I was like zooming out so you could get the full context. I just haven't put like the numbers on there yet, because I'm like, oh, I need to like look up how the numbers are placed on like a 20 die, because I have no idea. I need to like grab a 20 die or something to like figure that out. But we'll see. Rufus says this prison told hold me. Wait. This prison to hold me. What? Rufus, I'm in an active war zone in game right now. I can't type Sisyphus Prime Ultra Kill P2. Oh my god. Well, don't worry about like typing. Like take your time, strategize and stuff like that in the game. Like it's a war. Fight, fight, fight. You can do it. I believe in you. I see that it says that there's a thing, but like everyone's on YouTube now, so it should be fine. Unless Senrio is on Twitch. Then I guess you're getting ads. I'm sorry. Rufus says I just got demolished in prison to hold me. Bruh. I'm sorry. That sucks. Is the game called To Hold Me? Rufus says, this is racism. My fingers are frozen on top of the fact that I'm in a war zone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was like, hey, Mom. I guess you're done shopping. Did Helsing get some food? Sin says, good luck, Rufus. Hoping I can get this done today so I can send it to Gale. I should be able to. It's not that bad. I only have how many more kobolds to do? 3 after this one. Should be fine. I should be fine. I can do this. Yaksha, hello! Welcome to the stream! How you doing? Hope everyone's doing great. Don't be like me and overwork yourselves or anything like that. Don't do that. I know easier said than done in this climate, but you know. Feels like you always have to be on the grind, and I'm like, nah. Just have fun and create. World can wait. Rufus says thanks, and it's a quote from Ultra Kill, the game. I don't think I know Ultra Kill. Let me look it up. Ultra Kill? Oh, it's that game. I think I've seen someone play it. Not for me, but it is cool. I like the robot design. It's actually really cool. It gives me a little bit of a Legion from Mass Effect, and also Evangelion at the same time, which is like nice aesthetic. I love that. My mom says, just breathing is overworked for me at the moment. Oh. Yaksha says,
1v1 spirit is reminding you to hydrate.
thank you, Yaksha. I shall.
Yaksha 1v1 spirit is telling you to stretch.
I shall stretch as well. Huh?
Yaksha 1v1 spirit says remember to save.
Thank you. I shall save as well now. Thank you, Yaksha. I have done the thing. I've stretched, hydrated, and saved. Thank you. Very much appreciated. What project are you working on now, Yaksha? Same goes for you, Sins. I noted you also do art. What's your project now? Rufus says, and can't uncreate hell. Wait, what? You can't uncreate hell in... Well, I mean, like, it's a game? Is it supposed to allow you to do that in the game?
You're so wondrous, wonder now you're more. You're so
Rufus says, so his angels panic and meet up back in heaven and abandon their posts watching over the sinners of hell, and during that time Sisyphus gathers what's left of the people in his lair of hell still. Interesting. Wait, is that why you were like confused with like Sisyphus before? At the mention of it, because Ultra Kill has a character that's called Sisyphus, or since this hehe. Well, I don't know, like you might be doodling on things, I don't know. I was just wondering if you were doodling on anything, like OCs or so. Rufus says, did the first message just not send? I think so, because like I did put it to live chat and not top chat so that I would get all the messages. But I think something got lost. Yaxa says, what? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, but heard my username. I said, thank you for telling me to hydrate, stretch, and remember to save. Also, I asked if you were what you were working on currently of projects. Rufus says, this happens every time, and I look like a schizo. I think it can be because like the message is long. Sometimes YouTube is a little wonky with that. I feel like it's always then that it messes up. At least like from my notice, like whenever I stream with you guys, and you try and explain something very long, then it's like YouTube be like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna send the first part. It's like rude. Could you like let the people that view me like actually explain everything that they wanted to explain here? I would like to know. I asked. Oh, no. Let me just do this, and then I'll look in chat real quick. I'm just essentially creating lines in between here. That's like everything that is black technically is gonna be gold. I'm gonna shift the colors around like at the end so I can like see what it looks like. Just so I have an idea. Let me look what y'all are saying. Let's see here. Since says I did draw something before in my sketchbook with a pencil is a whip, since I plan to add some pops of color later. Ooh, I look forward to seeing it in the Discord server. River says Sisyphus gets sentenced to the boulder in the lore. Yeah, that sounds about right. Since this, and then earlier today I dug up some old storyboard and remembered my animatic from 2 to 3 years ago. Sounds fun. Like, working on animatics and stuff like that is like, it's fun, and then it's like, oh, but then the actual work of the animating, uh-oh. At least that's for me. Then it's like, oh, okay, like my brain suddenly shuts off from that. Which sucks, because like I would like to like finish things. But you know, maybe it would be. Rufus says, then after the god just leaves and his angels don't know what happened, so they panic and call for a meeting so no one is watching over the sinners of hell. Oh, that is unfortunate. since it's my concept, not even a whip. Oh, it's okay. Like, concept is concept, right? Like, it's a start to something, and then you can work your way towards like something substantial, right? Don't worry about it too much. Just play around with it, have fun. I think that's all the white parts, and then I do this and make them white. And then we do this, that we group it, white part. And then we got 3 pieces that turn black, and there you go. I might need like a white part to like do so that the dice isn't making this like completely lost, but I also don't know. Yeah, I might have to because of this thing. Yeah, might just do that then. I'll just group these then and then make something underneath, and that should be fine. Let me see what we're writing. Rufus says, Sisyphus gathers some of the people in his lair of hell and train them to fight the angels when they come back. Oh! So wait, like they're on the other side of things. Gotcha. Yaxa says, I'm working OCs redrawing my Jester one again because the face is weird, and also working on a 1 OC of Undead Centaur. Undead Centaur? That's unique. I haven't heard about that. Huh. Like, I haven't heard anyone mention that, like, combination before. Let me see here. I need to, like, scroll up in order to, like, get back on track. Rufus says, when they do come back, they fight and lose when the angels kill Sisyphus again, because he's in the afterlife. His will to live is so strong, his soul persists, so they lock it into a flesh panopticon. Okay. I don't know what a panopticon is, but I'm assuming the robot part, because that's what I see with the game. Since I just sent my art if you want to see. I'm too scared to work on it, the animatic. Okay, I'll have a look-see. Whip planning to add color later. Ooh! Oh, that's lovely. Should I put this on stream for you to see? I'll continue with like what was written. Rufus says he's still unconscious and they don't want him to wake up because they fear he's too strong. Earlier in the game, chronologically, you fight another guy that's in a flesh prison, and you have to kill the flesh prison first before freeing the guy and fighting him. Okay. Wild. A lot is happening. Sandra says, anyway, I'm now back in YouTube. Fair enough. Rufus says, with this one you fight the flesh panopticon, for like a minute. It has the most health of everything in the game before Sisyphus wakes up and tears through the flesh panopticon in like 2 seconds. Fair. I mean, when your will is that strong, yeah. Sarah's just, because I'm bored. Aww. Versus that's where the quote's from. Okay, cool. I was very confused. Sin says hi to Senryo, I'm assuming. Sin says, if you wanna, I don't mind. Okay. We like consent in this house, so that's why I asked before doing. Let me just grab it. Not that one. That's something else I'm working on. Here we go. Looking fantastic. I'm assuming you're coloring on the actual thing, or are you gonna like do a light board where you line art something on top and then color it? Let's see. Since says at Rufus, what game is this? Ultra Kill is what Rufus says. Since says, ooh. Yeah, I'm working on a line of like merchandise where it's like hell spawns of different species. So I decided to like start and like what's it called? Design the characters and whatnot, or like design like the different species in like the hell spawny way so that they are cohesive. This is why I have them like this. Like, it's not like these pieces of art are actually not going to be on to any merchandise. It's just for sole purpose of like me knowing what the design looks like. There's 2 horses because one of them I'm going to change into a Pegasus in a moment when I get the chance to, because then I have a unicorn and a Pegasus. But yeah, I have a tiger going on, and I have a kobold as well. I will also make a dragon to match with it, so there's a bit of everything happening. But yeah, let's get back to this one. Since this, yeah, I'm lazy, I'm just gonna ruin all my markers with graphite lamo. I mean, you could also just lightboard, like put, I wonder if you can like put plastic in between, and then when you're like, you know, putting a new piece of paper on top of like this, like you could maybe then like just use markers straight away and see how that goes, like as an experiment. You could do that, but I'm not saying that you have to. Let's see here. Since says, ooh, Ultra Killer, I've been wanting to try it. I'm not sure if the game style would suit me though, because it would be the first time I'd be playing something like it. Yeah, it is like, isn't it like a shooter game? Like, that is a first-person shooter? Since this, well, I don't have anything like that, but something similar to that idea. I'd just take a photo and draw on it digital. Ah, yeah, okay, fair. You could do that too. It's just, I do have a light board. Like, they're not that expensive nowadays. Like, you can just get one or use a window, I suppose. Some people do that too. But yeah, like, if not, the easiest, cheapest way is just take a photo, do it on digitally, it's fine. But yeah, got stuff to work on and things. This is purely for like a line of merchandise, and I'll get back to that eventually. I'm first gonna finish this one for merchandise. Because I was requested to by the person making the merchandise to finish this. So let's make the little white outline here. So we're just gonna do this, and I'm actually gonna like leave it white here, I think, because like if I'm making like a thick outline anyways, it just makes sense to just leave it. It's just to like differentiate it. I probably should do it with the other sides as well. Also, don't worry about this part, it's gonna be hidden behind. So we're just gonna do something like that. No. It's so finicky with this, like finding, like grabbing the thing. Let me grab it. So if I make it thin enough so it's not touching the other, that could be nice, but then it's thick enough to like cover this part. There we go. Though I'm not sure, like, if I should just like fill out like the black here so that it's like solid, but at the same time that would not look that nice now that I think about it. Difficulty is choosing. But if we do something like this, that could work. just to break it up a bit. Ooh, y'all are writing over here. Where did it leave at? Since it's, well, I don't have, no wait, that one you already read. Since it's, wow, getting a light board sounds so cool, to be honest, but I don't think I'd get much use out of it. Or I'd use my tablet as a makeshift light source. You can do that too. It's just like a light board is just like essentially that, like it's a board where there's light coming from it, and then you don't feel as bad either like drawing on top of it, because, you know, it would kind of suck, like, you know, having stains on your actual tablet. That's why you have a light board, so that it doesn't contaminate in the same way. Because that's a sucky feel. But you can do it, I guess. Technically speaking. Technically. It's just a question of, like, you know, if you're careful enough with it. You can always put an extra layer if you want. Just in case. There we go. So this is gonna be behind. Huh? Where did it go? And then we do that and make it white. There we go. It's just to separate it from the dice, essentially. But yeah, it should be done then, this one. Then I just have 3 more to go. Let me see here. So Rufus says it's a really fast-paced first-person shooter. Yeah, I noticed that from like the person I watched play it. Which is not a cup of tea for me. Sure, I played Mass Effect, but like it's a little different, I feel. Since says, personally I was really bad at Silksong / Hollow Knight. But something about fast-paced stuff makes me log in so hard. Yeah, there's a reason why a lot of people love like fast-paced games like that, and I'm just sitting over here like, I'm funny that way, that I like Sonic, but I don't like fast-paced games. Ain't that just the thing? Like, a little bit ironic, like, gotta go fast, but then I'm like, nah, take it slow. Because I'm a little weirdo like that. Let's see here. So Senrio says, I posted an actual funny meme that isn't a vid. Ooh, okay. Let me look. Is that Mr. Beast? God damn it. I don't care for Mr. Beast. I will say that. Because holy crap. But the pose is like pretty spot on. I'll give that. But yeah, I don't have any qualms in like saying that I don't like Mr. Beast. Like, I don't think that's necessarily controversial by any means to say. Don't like his ethics. Let's see here. Since says I'll consider getting Ultra Kill once I do my research and it goes on sale. That makes sense. You can wait always to like get a game till it's like on sale. I do that often. I'd be like, ooh, 50% off. Hell yeah. And it's on my wish list anyways. Yippee! Yoinkus. Sometimes it's even like down to like, or like up to like 90% off, and I'm like, okay, now that's a deal. Yoink. Since that's agreed, I'm assuming you're agreeing with the Mr. Beast stuff. Yeah, the ethics are dog shit. No, thank you. Kite says, yeah, apparently he's a nice guy face to face, but his company is still deeply unethical. Yeah, like, a person can be so nice face to face, but like it can be such a facade considering like the things that come out about him, you know, in like what he says in DMs and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, no, yeah, and there's probably a reason why there's not a whole lot of women either that work with him, for probably a good reason, because of like the environment that he has created. Because like, you know, you can curate the kind of environment that you have in the workspace. I feel like that's not like an impossible task. Like if you set a bar as being like, hey, treat everyone with like respect, kindness, that's how we're going with it. If you don't abide by this, you're out. Like, it's not that hard. Because, like, if you're the boss, you're the boss, you know? But I guess not. Since it's also, I just have too many in my library I need to finish first. So many. Yeah, like, I have that as well with, like, games. That's why it's like, okay, sometimes I games during the streams, and sometimes I do art. Like, just so I can, like, get an idea of also what I like in games. Since says, yeah, I fully believe Mr. Beast's nice side is a facade, personally. Yeah, from all the interviews, also, it's like, yeah, it's all about numbers to you, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter how people feel, as long as you get the numbers go big, like, you're good, you're set. You get all the monies. And I'm just sitting here like, I value people's life a little more than just, you know, numbers go up. A little more, as in like a lot more than he is, because like I cannot believe that he made like a fucking real life Squid Game. I'm just sitting here like, you missed the whole point of Squid Game now, didn't you? Good lordy, how could you miss so hard what it actually means? Well, okay, like, I mean, Squid Game did too when they made a sequel. Kite says, yeah, for sure, it started as a very lads culture kind of thing that he never cut out. So it's just not good for anyone, not a lad, I guess. Yeah. I agree with that. Like, I'm just sitting here like, come on, it's not that hard, you guys, to show some respect to like the opposite gender here. It's really not that hard. But I guess to them it is, and I can never understand that. I also am just like, you know, the fact that he works together with, like, what was his name, Logan Paul or something like that, I'm just sitting there like, why would you ever pick to work together with a guy that is known for going to a certain forest and showing someone on camera that is no more? I feel like that's just bad for business, and you actively going in and deciding, yeah, you know what? I'll work with this guy, yeah. It's like, no, don't. That is a dumb idea. Like, I'm no marketing expert, but I feel like that was just stupid. Let's see here. D8 Cobalt, because I forgot to make a new layer for it, just so I have everything correct. Let's see here. River says, guys, I think we just discovered a body. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, since I sigh. Senator says, anyway, I'll just leave a free tiny Shrek movie as a gift for anyone who wants it. Thank you. Since it's so disrespectful. Yeah. I would never, like, record anything of the sort. Like, I went to Japan, and I only took photos where it was allowed to take photos. I also, like, you know, took photos of, like, food and stuff like that, like, because you're allowed to do that. Like, you know, not that I did a whole lot of that. Like, I was more concentrating on, like, you know, the environment and stuff. I made sure to not have anyone that was in the picture someone that I didn't know, I try to like, avoid that. And also like it's mostly like just private pictures anyways that I'm taking. Like I'm not posting them online or anything. It's just like a souvenir from me. And if there was like, something like I could always ask like, is it okay to take photos in this area? You just ask them like, oh, is it okay to do that? If not, I will not do that. And it's also very apparent when I'm not taking photos because like my phone cover at the time did not have a camera hole. So they could see when I'm holding up my phone that I wasn't taking photos of anything because there was no hole for it. Just decent respect towards other people. Like not everyone wants to be on blast on the internet. Senria says because you're all epic. For the GIF there. Oh my god, that is tiny. Oh my god. I should also like end stream. Whoops, we got on a tangent there with that guy. Like now you know like what I feel like about that guy and the other guy as well. Like just show some respect towards other people. It's really not that hard. It costs you nothing. And if anything, you can always ask if it's okay to take a photo. It's not that hard. Because like in the Nintendo Museum, you're not allowed to take any photos other than like in the designated areas, which is like behind like a Toad row. That was fun. You touch their heads and they start singing. It's like, what? I didn't know they did that, but okay. That was a pleasant surprise. It was very cute. But it makes sense, it's also a museum. You don't take photos in the museum. That kind of defeats the purpose of going. I did take a ton of photos in like Fushimi Inari with all those gates, like trying to avoid like taking any pictures with like people in it. But mostly I took pictures of like the statues of like the foxes and stuff because like they just look cool. I was like, yeah, I'm taking photos of that. But that also, like, makes it apparent I'm not taking photos of anyone. Maybe someday I'll share those photos. But, like, if I don't, it's fine. People don't need to see me just taking thousands of pictures of just statues of foxes. I'm a little weird that way, but that's okay. It's okay to be a little quirky, a little silly. Anyways, I should really like stop streaming for the moment. So this is where we're at. The main picture was finished off screen. Got a few of these kobolds done. I still need to like do these 3, like finish them. Might do that off stream so I can get that going. But next stream will be tomorrow, and maybe that will be me designing more on these guys. Because like I did sketch on a nair wall, but I want to like have a sketch of it digitally as well. But we'll see if I do that. I have a raven as well, and there was like one more. I think it was a fox that I started on, but like I didn't really like quite like it, so I might do that tomorrow. Because I will stream again tomorrow around this time, like like at 1 p.m. GMT plus 2 to 3 p.m. So I'll see y'all there, and thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night, whichever it is, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone!
Right here, right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.